Cool. So I got video of me. I think it makes a difference. Just see the person that's talking to you. We're going to talk about the NotFoundHandler. We're working out of GitHub, goes to 11, Golang web dev. So if you found this on the web, you know where to find the code we're going to be looking at. And the first one here is NotFoundHandler. And so we talked about status codes in the last video. And the NotFoundHandler is going to return not found for a 4 error. And so we could go to godoc.org net HTTP. And we're doing all this with the Go programming language, which is probably why you're watching this. And we could go to index, and up here at index, we're looking for a not found handler. And so we have type handler, and under there, right, file server, which returns a handler. We have not found handler, which returns a handler. And so we look at the not found handler. The not found handler says, not found handler returns a simple request handler that replies to each request with a 404 page not found reply. 404 page not found reply. And so this is an interesting little program here. And we have HTTP listen and serve, and then we're listening on port 8080, which is localhost. We're using the default serve mux. And then handle func says, okay, at this route, we're going to pass in this func, and handle func wants a function with this signature, right? Takes a response writer and a pointer to request as parameters. And then this is how we respond. So anything coming in here, it's going to print from print line the request URL path. All right, look how readable that code is. Like, that's so awesome. Like, the people who wrote the Go programming language really took pains to make it readable. But the request URL path, like what path in the URL was requested. So nice, you know? Isn't that cool? And so we're going to just print that to standard out, and then we're going to write back to the web server, go look at your terminal, because that's where standard out is, just in case you ran this and you're like, I don't know what's going on, I don't see anything. It tells you go look at your terminal. So the first thing I'm going to do is comment out this code, and then I'm going to run this. And so change, and then I need to go to documents, go workspace, source, GitHub, goes to 11, Golang web dev, and I am in. And in WebStorm, you've got this little cookie breadcrumb trail up here, this breadcrumb trail. I'm in 025. So go run main.go. Okay? And now we're just going to watch this here. I'm going to bring up my browser and bring the window over. And I'm going to go to localhost 8080. And look at that. Right? As soon as I start typing it in, it made 2 requests. And one request was for just the default route, and the other request is for the fave icon. So the fave icon is all these little icons up in the tab, browser tab. And sometimes you aren't going to want the fave icon, so you could get rid of the fave icon by saying, hey, if anything comes in at this route, and we use handle, because handle wants a handler. Okay? And so handle wants a handler, and HTTP not found handler returns a handler when you run it. And so I could just put that right there. And then anything that comes in at this request is going to be returned not found. And so now when I run this program again, Control C, and then run it, go run main, and then refresh this page, fave icon isn't returned. It asks for the fave icon, right? But then it gets the response not found handler and just doesn't even show it. Okay. And if I was to specifically ask for it, fave icon.ico, right? Not found. 404. Not found. So pretty straightforward. But if there's anything you just don't want to serve back to the client, you could specify that. And you can say not found handler. Okay. So that's the not found handler.